Hey, what's up you guys? I hope everyone had an amazing new year. Today I'm going to talk to you about my 2022 goals for reading and for booktube. And my main priority for 2022 is just to have fun with reading again, have fun with booktube again, because for a little while it was starting to feel like a little bit of a chore, and that's not the point, you know what I mean? Like, this is supposed to be a hobby, it's supposed to be fun. Like, I don't make any money doing this, you know, it's just meant to be something that I enjoy doing, so if I'm not enjoying it, why am I doing it? So that's why I took a little break in December and didn't really upload any videos, because I was like, okay, I just want to have a little break. When I go back into things, I'll enjoy it a bit more. And you know, I do genuinely feel like I'm in that place now where I'm ready to enjoy booktube again. So that's good. I'm excited for that. So I'm just gonna go through some of my goals. It's nothing super different from last year, to be honest, but it's just nice to reevaluate and everything like that. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe, obviously. And I hope to have a lot of videos out in January. I'm planning on filming, you know, my top 10 books, my worst books, my new favourite authors, blah, 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 blah. All sorts of videos coming up, so make sure to subscribe. So my Goodreads goal for this year is just to read 60 books again, which is definitely accessible for me. I had it 60 books last year as well, and I read 162, so just a little bit more than 60. And I just feel like the Goodreads goal is like, it's nice to hit it, but it doesn't really matter that much to me. It's just like a little extra bonus thing where, I don't know, it's just nice to hit it, but it's not something I really think about. So my main goal for 2022 is just to read for fun, to be honest. Like, I just talked about in my intro, there was a while where I was really pushing myself to film. So, okay, so for example, I was trying to film a LGBT classics video every month, and I wanted to do a reading my friend's favourite books video every month. But that was like 7 or 8 books just for those 2 videos, and then I wasn't leaving myself any time to just read books that weren't for any specific TBR or anything, because I was also trying to have the other goals that I'll talk about later. So I was trying to read like all these different goals every month, and it just wasn't fun because I was like pushing myself. I was like, okay, I have to read this, 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 and this, and then there was books that I was excited to get to, but they didn't fit into any of these plans or goals or anything like that, and I was like, this just isn't, you know, what I want to be doing anymore. So I took a break from that. I haven't really uploaded those series in a while. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, honestly, this year I just want to read for fun. If I want to pick something up, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to, I'm not going to. And that leads into my next, not even goal, but just kind of thing, is that I'm not really doing readathons or book clubs this year at all. There is a couple of book clubs that I follow, and like there's a Discord for one by Jennifer Brooks that I'm in, and I am doing that in January. And you know, if a book club is reading a book that I genuinely am interested in reading, then I'm going to do it. But it's not going to be a thing where I'm like, okay, this book club is doing this month, so I'm going to read that, or anything like that. And when it comes to readathons, like, I do kind of enjoy them, but I don't know. I just don't want to be in that mode this year where I'm like, okay, I need to read this, I need to read this, you know. You get what I'm saying. So I'm obviously still going to be doing a Trick or Treat-a-thon in October, which is the readathon that me and my friends host, because I love that, and it's like us that are doing it, so it's fun. But you know, other than that, I don't really see myself doing any readathons this year. If there's one that comes out that I want to, obviously I will, but I don't in general think it's going to be a thing that is going to be happening this year. So my other reading goals are kind of the same as 2020, and the main one for me, which I really tried to focus on a lot in 2020, and I really enjoyed doing, was reading other countries than, well, reading books by authors from other countries than just England and USA, specifically the USA. It's so easy to just keep reading books by American authors because a lot of the time they're the most famous, they're the most hyped on BookTube, especially. Like, they're the ones getting the most hype because, well, obviously I speak English. I know a little bit of French, but I mostly just speak English, so everyone I subscribe to also just speaks English. So then that translates into a lot of people are mostly either from the UK or America, but if they're from other places, their videos are in English and they're reading books in English, so they're also talking about authors from mostly America. So it's just this like never-ending cycle of like American book recommendations and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like not all, but a lot of my favorite authors are American. Like, I love books by American authors. It's just that there's such a wide variety of books out there that it's like, why would I not want to explore other countries? So at the start of 2020, like, I done a video about books by Japanese authors, I done books by French authors, I read a lot of books by Russian authors. I never ended up filming that video because I was trying to sit down, and a lot of the Russian ones, I mean, if you've read Russian literature, especially classics, you'll know what I mean. It's like there's so many themes to analyze and discuss, and I really struggle to verbalize that type of stuff without reading just off a script. I don't really want to be reading off a script, so I tried to film that Russian video so many times, and I kept getting so flustered, and eventually I was like, okay, you know what? It's not happening. Like, and it's so annoying because some of those books, like, I loved, like Crime and Punishment. Oh my god, I loved that. I did not expect to love it as much as I did, but it was so good. Lolita, like I've spoken about loads of times, is one of my favorite books. What else? I don't know. Russian books that are like really. Oh, We was such a good one. That was like an inspiration for 1984. I don't know. There were just so many good Russian books, but I just couldn't verbalize it. I actually got so annoyed. So yeah, again this year I just want to read authors from outside of the USA and England. I actually had written down like the UK, but see, when I think about it, like I've barely read any Irish authors ever. I don't think I've ever read an author from Wales that I can think of. And then Scottish authors, obviously I'm Scottish, so this is my next goal. I want to read 12 Scottish authors. I read more books than that, that's great, but I want to read like 12 specifically different authors that are from Scotland. And I think I almost done this in 2021. I definitely read quite a decent amount, but I just need to do more research, because the thing I was failing in is, sadly, a lot of the Scottish classics I just don't enjoy. Like, I haven't really liked many. I liked Peter Pan, but Peter Pan's a weird one because it is so distinctively English feeling, in my opinion. Like, J.M. Barrie, the author, is Scottish, but the book feels so, I mean, it's set in London, like, it just feels so English, so it's a weird one. Like, I don't know what other Scottish... Oh, Sunset Song, didn't really like that. Rob Roy, I DNF'd. What else is there? I don't know. And then a lot of the recent releases that are by Scottish authors, they're all set in like the 70s, 80s for some reason, and I don't know, I just really want like contemporary. Like Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine was one of my favourite books of 2020, and I reread it last year and I loved it because it's like a contemporary Scottish book that I can relate to. It's fun. I don't know, I just need to find the right book, you know what I mean? So then my other similar goal is I want to read 12 self-published books in 2022. I had again this goal for 2021. Not sure if I'll have to have a look. We'll talk about this in my stats video anyway, like the Scottish authors and the self-published books. But yeah, 12 self-published books I think is a decent amount. That's like one a month. I'm not going to tell myself I have to read one per month. Like, that's just against my whole first goal about reading for fun. But I want to make sure in the back of my mind I'm thinking, okay, like I have these self-published books. Like I have Beyond the Fire by Kayla Davenport, who's a fellow booktuber. I have quite a few books that authors have sent me to review that are self-published, and I say yes, and I do want to get to them, but I just don't. So I really want to try and get to them this year, because I don't say yes to books I'm not interested in. Like, I have before, I've said like I'm sorry, like I'm not interested in that, but good luck with like your book. So all the ones I've said yes to are ones that I read and I was like, okay, that does sound good. So I just need to tell myself to read them. And I think the issue with that is because they're all on my Kindle. My first instinct when I'm looking for a book is to just go in my bookshelves and get like physical books. But I have so many books on my Kindle, so I should try and do that. I actually just thought of this right now as I'm speaking, but I also would quite like to try and get back to using the library more than buying books. I do enjoy buying books, but I'm just at a stage where I actually have on hold a lot of the books I don't want to keep, but my bookshelves are still pretty full, and like they're all books I love, like in my collections, for example, like my Penguin Classics, my Penguin Moderns, the SF Masterworks. So it's like I'm not going to unhaul any of them, but I'm running a little bit low on space. So ideally I'd like to start using the library again, which I used to do a lot in 2019, and then 2020 happened, and then 2021 was like 2020 again. So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's a goal I just thought of on the spot. So in terms of booktube goals, I do not have a subscriber goal. I'm not even fully sure what my subscriber thing is right now. I don't check it anymore at all. I think I'm at 1.66k, but I feel like I've been on that number for a long time. Like, I don't really pay attention to it anymore because it was something that was really demotivating me, because I did have a really good period in 2020. I think it must have been, where I was growing like a lot of subscribers really quickly, and it was so good, and then that kind of just flatlined. So I just like don't look at it anymore, and I'm happy like not looking at it. Like, that's fine for me, it works for me. You know, I love getting new subscribers, but I'm not focused on that at all. So my goals for booktube are mostly just about the content I want to produce. So I want to do one video a week. In 2020, in the first half of 2021, I was uploading 2 videos a week, every week. I think for 2020, I did do a video every single, no, sorry, 2 videos every single week. And like, I'm proud that I've done that, but it just wasn't working for me. Like, it just was too much. And, you know, if I'm in the mood to film extra videos and I have videos to upload, like, I think in January, I think I will do 2 videos a week, but it's not going to be my goal. It's not going to be something that I'm like focused on. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Like, I would like to do 1 video a week, but even if I don't do 1 video a week, you know, I'm at that stage now where, like I've already said a few times in this video, this is all just for fun. So if I'm not having fun and don't want to do it, then I'm not going to force myself to film just to keep this schedule, which, let's be realistic, no one actually cares about my videos that much. Like, not in a self-depreciating way, but it's just, you know, no one is actually keeping up like, oh, Connor didn't upload this week, you know what I mean? So 1 video a week is doable, and, you know, if I do more than that, amazing. If I don't, I don't. Videos I want to upload. I really love doing weekly vlogs, and this kind of goes against the 1 video a week thing, but hear me out. I love doing weekly vlogs, and I want to do more of them because I really do like sharing my life, and I think that I actually do quite a lot of fun stuff a lot of the time. But the issue with that now is that the job I'm in, I do 12 or 24-hour shifts, usually 24-hour shifts. So I'm in work a lot. I can't film there at all. I can't talk about my job at all. So it kind of leaves me stuck where I'm like, okay, I want to do a weekly vlog, but if I'm working, you know, 72 hours that week, that's like, doesn't leave much time to do other stuff and film and stuff like that. So it's something that I do want to do. Maybe if they're not weekly vlogs, they'll just be like generic, like over a period of space, a period of time that I'm not going to specify vlogs. I don't know. It's something I do want to do. I do really like making vlog content. So hopefully I'll do some of those this year. My LGBT Classics series, I definitely want to do more of them. I think I'm going to set a goal, I'm just making this up right now, of doing 4 of those this year. The issue with them was I was so passionate about it at first. I was doing like 1 a month. I done like the first 4 videos came out like consistently, like month after month for the 4 months. And then I just hit a brick wall where I was like, all these books, like, not that they were the same, like they were all different, but just reading about the same topics of like coming out, homophobia, blah blah blah, like it was getting a bit tiring. And, you know, I did enjoy it, and I did enjoy making those videos, and I liked how I made them a little bit educational and stuff, but I just got burned out with them. So I think if I do 4 this year, that's pretty good. So that's my new goal. Okay, I just made up on the spot. Reading friends' favourite books. I really love this series because a lot of the books are 5-star books for me in the end, and it really lets me explore my friends' tastes, and I love like getting all the clips of my friends' videos and stuff, and I have like lists of people who I want to read their books. It's not even really their favourite books a lot of the time, it's just like books they really recommend, but favourite books sounds better for a title. But anyway, yeah, I have like lists and plans to do this. It's just a case of actually doing it. So look out for more of those. Those are 2 series that I definitely want to continue this year. And then finally, this one's not booktube, but it's adjacent, and that is my Bookstagram account. I am so bad at posting on that. I upload on my stories like every day. I'm more active on my story on my Bookstagram account than I am like my main account, just because I love like all you guys on there. Like, I don't know, I just have more fun on that account compared to my main, which I have like 3,600 followers on that, and a lot of them are weird. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So I want to do 3 posts a month, which doesn't sound like much at all, but I think that in 2021 I uploaded like maybe 6 pictures all year. So I want to do 3 posts a month, and I think that's doable. I think that's realistic. So definitely go and follow me on there. My account is quite small, so I'd love to have you join me. I'm always posting my story and stuff. I love talking to people on there. So go and check that out down below. It'll be in the link. Also, I think the thing is just Connor Booktube. No, that's not right. It's Connor Stompanato. Yeah, my Instagram is just Connor Stompanato. Like, no spaces, anything. So check me out. And that's all my goals that I've wrote down. I think I could probably think of some others if I really tried, but those are the ones that came to mind, and I think they're all quite realistic. They're all very chill. There's no like, I don't know. I don't want to focus on like reading specific genres and stuff. And then another one that I was going to include, but I do want to try and keep like a 50-50 split of male authors and female authors, but I do that every year, and it's not something where I'm like, it has to be exact. It's just like in the back of my mind, like, okay, I've read quite a lot of male authors, I should read some more female authors, or vice versa. So yeah, that's another goal. But overall, that's all what I've got for you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe. Definitely, if these videos that I'm talking about sound interesting, please subscribe, please. And check out my Bookstagram account, obviously, down below, and my normal Instagram as well. Just hit all the links in the description. And I will see you at my next video.